Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about how to get your cancellation fees on UberEats. Recently, UberEats has been playing some games with their support teams, and because of that, people have been running into situations where they show up someplace for whatever reason and they have the order canceled, which is no problem in most cases because everyone is typically able to get their cancellation fees without an issue. Until recently. Now, Uber is claiming that they changed their policy for cancellation fees. And some are finding it even harder to get paid when something takes place outside of their control. That said, I was able to get paid multiple times for this, and more than what you might think. So with that said, we are talking about what Uber is doing with their support teams, how to get your cancellation fees regardless of the nonsense they spew, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain, is never intended to be, legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that we're going to be going over is very market dependent, and what applies to me in my market may not apply to you. So with that said, let's get started. Before this change, Uber Eats had already among the worst types of cancellation fees in the industry, which fits right into their brand, but damn. Basically, if you need to get an order canceled for a reason outside of your control, you'll receive $3 or $4 and you can just move on. In some cases, this leads to making more than the base rate, but yeah, it's still bad. You still went out of your way for a $10 order only to get $3. And if the support representative screwed up in some way, this would affect your ratings. But that is to be expected. Not all support teams can actually support drivers. That said, this was also a reason that most people would just unassigned because it would not be a good ROT or return on time for most people, which makes sense, and I feel like that's going to be on the rise more now than ever after the change. So recently, when you have to have an order canceled, they will make it sound like it's your fault for having the order canceled, which is just nonsense. If they can't complete the order for some reason, we shouldn't be punished for something outside of our control. And the icing on the cake is, because of that, the order will be ineligible for a refund under the new policy, which is just a straight violation of contract and is so messed up for way too many reasons. When Veho pulled this crap, it caused even more package theft for people who are on package route deliveries. And there's gonna be more theft in the gig economy now. If it is a punishment to do the right thing and more rewarding to do the scummy thing, people will naturally gravitate towards the scummy thing to do, whether it is right in the eyes of the public or not. How I get paid anyway. Now, there is a way to get paid anyway, but you won't be able to do that with an average support agent. They're simply going by a script. They don't actually care. They're really just there to get paid, and that's all there is to it. So don't even let them finish their obviously wrong reasoning. Don't even let them say,
"The supervisor is just going to say the same thing as I am anyway."
Just ask for a supervisor. If they're going to say the same thing anyway, why do they care? Simple. Because they are lazy and they're full of shit. It doesn't matter though, as long as you maintain a professional tone. I like to keep a monotone voice, something that says, "I'm just so over this." Don't try to make them feel silly or stupid by trying to be right about something and calling them out on their nonsense. You could just tell the supervisor how stupid they are later, talking to a supervisor. Now that the supervisor is on the line, it's time that you set a proper tone. They're probably gonna do about the same thing. They might remind you that this call is being recorded for quality and training purposes, and make sure you reply with, "I am also recording this conversation." I would recommend having a call recording app available or something available to record the call, even if you don't do that. That's something that they don't want to risk. You might even hear a subtle pause after you say that, making them feel a little bit more uncomfortable with what's about to happen. Explain to them the full situation, address the concern as a violation of contract, very important detail, it's a violation of contract, and request a cancellation fee. Now, when you say that, you might notice a couple of things. They might make you work harder for it, meaning they might repeat the same scripted nonsense. They might just give you the $3 and that's it. Or they might pay you even more. The latter is what happened to me a few times. I got paid $20 and $10 on the 2 times I had to have an order canceled. cancel. They hung up on you. As you can imagine with support teams we work with, it really depends on who you get on the line. Sometimes the supervisors are garbage too. Sometimes the agents give you a hard time about getting them on the line, and sometimes they just suck. So how do you combat this? Roll again. Keep calling and make it clear that you're not going to give up until they pay you what you're owed. It may seem excessive, but they brought this on themselves when they chose to screw with your money. Might not always be worth it. The reality is, this method might not always be worth it for some people. Yes, I made money twice, and more than what I should have gotten paid based on the old model to the new model. One paid me more than the value of the order itself, but I also got some good orders while I was on the phone with them. Obviously, I can't take orders while fighting with support teams. Imagine walking into a restaurant, fighting on the phone, and then trying to ask for another order in the meantime. Especially if it's the app that you're choosing not to pay me the cancellation fee for. But for how hard some people may have to fight for it, it may be best just to move on.
Easy for you to say, Joe. This is my only source of income. I have to keep fighting or I won't be able to pay my bills. Although if I fight too hard, I might get deactivated for no real reason.
If Uber Eats is your only source of income, it would be wise that you diversify your gig portfolio and develop an exit strategy so you don't have to depend on Uber Eats long term. And when stuff like this happens to you, you could tackle it from an emotionally balanced place. One of the best ways to accomplish that is through the resources in the Driven Wyld Discord server. The Driven Wyld Discord community is exclusive for gig workers looking to expand their knowledge and expertise in their self-employment and entrepreneurial journeys. I've partnered with high-level professionals to bring you some of the most exclusive benefits based on your personal needs as a gig worker. Exclusive professional opportunities and gig postings. More live streams with high-level professionals in our industry. Educational systems designed to help you build your own dispatch company, as well as other scalable opportunities. Driven Wyld is also kicking off its dispatching for beginners course, and we are changing the game and transforming how businesses serve customers and how gig workers get opportunities. So whether you are a gig worker looking for more opportunities to earn or an exit strategy because the gig economy is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal and not the goal, and you would like to see something with more growth potential, more scalability, there is something here for you. Check the link in the description and get started with making the most amount of money in the least amount of time and in the safest possible way. We are excited and we are looking forward to helping you secure your financial future. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.